Well, it being my last year, it is really bittersweet. It's kind of like nerve-wracking, not wanting to leave, but also wanting to leave like something that coach and the rest of my teammates can progress on. So it was really just, me trying to work hard as best as I can and encourage my teammates to work hard so that we can, proceed and continue to be successful next season. So it was all. Yes, we focused on this season. We had a set goal of how many games we wanted to win, and even games that we weren't sure about, we wanted to be confident in ourselves to win. But it's also about setting up for for my future teammates and for next year, and just continue to be successful in growing this program each and every season.
Coach, what does her versatility on the floor mean for your team?
I mean, KK is a defensive specialist. She comes in and she just brings a different kind of energy, and she'll go after every ball. And it's honestly, when her and Koza are in together, it's two libreros actually on the court. KK played JUCO, and where she was a librero as well as an outside hitter. So she just creates, a lot of defensive opportunities for us, and her and Koza kind of read each other's minds really well. So when those two are on the court, we feel pretty confident in what our defense can do. And she's really improved her serve receive this year. I thought her serve receive was probably her weaker of the two. Same with Koza. But the fact is she's really improved out and put in a lot of extra work to make sure that she's strong in all areas.
What's the focus in practice on like the short prep that you have for Mary?
I think it's going to be a lot of serve receive. Serve receive was not our friend this weekend. We went up against two really extremely good teams, extremely good hitting teams, and I thought our defense did pretty well against them. It was our serve receive that kind of struggled. So I think for us, we know against Mary, if our serve receive's going and we're able to get those 3-ball passes, because when we got a 3-ball pass this weekend, it was kill us, boom, move on. But it was when we were out of system that we really struggled. So we really want to just work on serve receive going into Mary and just fine tune a little bit more of our offense, and just making sure that we're going to be disciplined on the defensive side. Our offense actually did pretty well this week, especially against Concordia St. Paul. And Mankato, having such a big block, we were able to do a lot of tooling. And when we were in system, we were a really good team.
Carly got the Diggs record like incredibly early in her college career. I mean, where does she go from here, though? I guess maybe become one of the more...
Well, I told her right now she's just the all-time leader for Division II. She needs to become the all-time leader for the whole NAI and everything else. There's no doubt Koza's going to leave a mark. And she's going to keep adding to her total. But what was really awesome is the girls realized how much of it is a team effort. We had Shelby break, the hitting thing, and now it's Koza, and we just have a lot more records we want to drop.
How about another 3-match week coming up, after Mary, then 2 more this weekend? I know that you've done that a couple times this year, but how do you feel the matchups for the weekend too?
I think as a coaching staff, we got to be really smart on making sure we rest them a little bit in practice. We won't be able to go as hard as we've been going in practice. Today will be more of a prep practice, and then Wednesday will be probably our only hard practice, because then we'll prep again on Thursday. I think the girls are used to it. The nice thing is that it's home. At least this week. Next week we're on the road for all 3, but at least we get to sleep in our own beds and kind of prepare. So we just got to be smart on making sure that we do a lot of fixing of stuff, but not a lot of physical stuff to get them tired, keep them fresh.
Two opponents, so how do you feel about your matchups?
Of course, we've got that team from the same state coming in on Tuesday, and for us it's just another Tuesday game, but we know they're going to come out because we beat them on their home court, so they're going to come out fired up, and we just need to play our game and stay really focused on what we do and not worry about them too much. And then we have Southwest coming in that he has the player of the year on their team, phenomenal hitter, but we're going to have a game plan to make somebody else beat us but her. And then we have Sioux Falls, which I know this is a team that we kind of wanted to get back from last year when we went down there. So we feel that we could compete with all 3 of these teams. We know we could beat one for sure because we've done it in the past. So we need to make sure that we take care of our business, because it's not just because you beat them once doesn't mean you're going to beat them again. So we got to really stay focused, and we're going to concentrate on game 1 first. Which is beating them, and then we'll worry about Friday and Saturday. But we like our chances. We like being able to be home And if we're clicking, it's again, if we could get everything to click, this week our defense and our hitting was pretty good. Percentage-wise, it wasn't as great, but that was just because they got a lot of balls up and we were out of system a lot. But if our serve receive would be on, and us hitting the ball like we did last week, and our defense being as consistent they've always been, I like to see what we can do. And I think it's possible because of the teams coming in this week.
Mekayla, as a player, what do you like and dislike about competing 3 times in a week?
I mean, obviously, the dislikes about it is that, you do have schoolwork. Me being a senior, I'm taking 18 hours, so it is a lot of work. And so, you stay up late and then, you have a game, so you can't stay up too late, but you need to get your work done. So that's probably the major dislike of it. And of course, the physical toll of, having, to put as much as you can in a practice and then waking up and playing and then only having 2 practices and then you're out playing again. The likes, though, is that I love volleyball, so having to play as much as I can, and especially being a senior, getting to play 3 games in a week is very exciting for me because it's just, and I enjoy the game, and so it's fun to be with my teammates, be with my coach, live off the energy of being in the dome because it's so big, and just competing is something that I really enjoy being an athlete. So having those 3 games in a week is very exciting for me.
Mekayla, do you see your team too also as continuing to grow, and can you see the difference from the beginning of the year to now where this team has gone?
Oh, definitely. At the beginning of the year, we were still, coming off of the disappointment of really only winning 1 game last year because we are aware of the talent that we have and how hard we've worked going through the program and preseason and just pushing ourselves every day in practice. And so seeing the difference now and seeing that confidence grow game by game, each game we win, how hard we work in practice is really just, it's very exciting to know that this team is very capable of winning games that even we're unsure about winning, and just being confident in ourselves, taking on each opponent, knowing that they have just as many talented players as we do, and knowing that we just have to be confident in ourselves to take on, each opponent and just continue to grow as a team.